to just visit, and she was stuck in line, in her vehicle for 14 hours.
Jeez.
Yeah, and it's not that far. It's like 5 minutes on foot to get to Mexico.
What?
Well-
Okay, that's wild.
Yeah, I know. I'm guessing border crossings are more difficult in the U.S. than they are in Europe.
Oh no, I'll just pop into France for a day trip and back.
Yeah.
Or I'm like 2 hours away from France, 4 hours away from Italy, like 2 hours away from Switzerland, and 3 hours away from Austria.
I think I'm an hour and a half away from Canada, where I am. I've been there a few times.
Man, I can drive 8 hours north and I'll still be in Texas.
Yeah,
That's so
that checks
wild.
out.
US dimensions are a hit different.
Well, I think Texas is like bigger than most European countries.
I think
I think
Germany
so.
fits into Texas twice, something like that.
Yeah, Texas is huge.
Yeah.
I think it's the biggest state next to Alaska.
Yeah.
Like the biggest domestic state. But anyway, Misfits. So of course it was Ko's turn to scribe. Well played, Ko. Well played. All right.
His trip card.
Yeah. Fallen for the trap. So who is willing to scribe in his place? I have story points to offer, or a story point. Or should I just roll for it if no one needs a story point or wants one? I could just roll a d4 or something.
This is my 3rd time scribing. Someone wants to do it.
Welcome.
Hello.
Can we save Damien from having to scribe again? Alright. If no one wants to volunteer, I can just roll for it. Let's see. There's 4 of you, so yeah, I could just d4 it. So we have Toby. We have Drea, Roderick, Oliver, and Oriel. Why is Toby on here? He's not still here. Who am I missing? Roderick's on there. I think, no, I got Drea. Is it Oliver? Yeah, I think it's Oliver. Okay, got you added into the rotation. Alright, let me roll. 3. Oliver. Are you okay doing it?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, thank you for that.
While we're on this topic, does anyone want to take over?
Oh, new quartermaster. Would be Roderick's turn.
I can do that.
Alright, so Roderick will take over the quartermaster duties. Thank you for reminding me.
I just remembered this well.
Yeah, I looked at my sheet and I was like, oh yeah, we didn't assign a new one. Okay. Well, looks like Damien was the previous scribe, and oh yeah, now that everyone's here, just once again, I do kind of have an area set up for the group marching order. Front and back are marked, so just yeah, kind of let me know where you're gonna fall in there. I will have to shrink it depending on the size of the area you're in, but just to give me an idea of like where everyone is. Because before I was just kind of blind dropping people into maps and letting you arrange, but this kind of gives you some strategy as to how you'll begin a battle.
Like it.
Yeah, it's something new. I'm trying it out. If it's terrible, I'll stop doing it. All right. Well, Damien is the previous scribe. Do you want to give us a recount of last week's events?
Will do. Last week, the Misfits head back into the Druid's cave to finish off the Umberhawks once and for all. Where upon entering, the Druid's leader Kevlin is there to greet us with a woman named Oriel.
Hey,
who
did you
wishes to
call
join
him?
us to-
Did you call him Kevin?
Kavlin?
Oh, Kavlin. Okay, I misheard that. It's like the
Kevin,
druid.
the
The druid
druid.
Kevin. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Exploring the caves further, we come across some strange narcotic energies that would snuff out any of Oliver's magical dancing lights when they drew near. Tasked with exterminating the Umber Hulks, we ignore the energies for the time being. Heading down south, our newest ally Oriel senses some rumbling in the earth when we are attacked by some onkegs covered in some weird ichor. Quickly dispersing the infected onkegs. Dispersing? What? What was I typing? The infected onkegs, we continue eastwards, and Oriel once again notices a small hole in the cavern wall. So she transforms into a cat and checks it out, bringing back with her a glowing mushroom. It'll make for a magical experience. With the only parts of the cave left to explore being the places with necrotic energies, we light some torches, which seems to disperse the energies around the torch for some reason. We move forth when Oriel spots another curiosity. Digging it out, it seems to be some sort of headband, which Oliver holds on to it for the time being. Further north, we encounter a huge Umber Hulk, much larger than the other two that we've encountered, seemingly empowered by the necrotic energy. A fierce and deadly battle ensues shortly after the encounter, where Damien, Shock, and Co. all go down near the brink of death. Thanks to the newest member Oriel and her radiant magics, the monstrosity finally goes down, allowing Drea, Oliver, and Oriel to stabilize the others. What will happen next?
All right. Thank you for that recap. So it is the 16th of fall at 9:40 a.m. The group has just won a hard-fought battle. I think several of you are still unconscious, right? Shock, I still see it 0, and Damien as well. And I'm gonna say, yeah. So I have to put Roderick in here. I'm gonna say by proxy you're at about half health, so I'll put you at 16.
He was here all along, guys.
He was here fighting. He took some hits. There we go.
How many spell slots do you want to say I used? Because it reset it when I leveled.
I'll just put you at like half. You can have like half from each level, rounded up.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be fine. All right, so yeah, what do you all want to do?
I want to recover all the arrows I shot.
I can't hear you. Hang on, I have to turn you up.
Do I need to turn me up? I'll turn me up.
I'll try you at 120. Say something?
Hello.
I'm gonna turn you up more. Blow out my ears next week. Say something.
Hello.
Alright. If you could turn yourself up a little. I can pretty much hear you now, but go ahead.
But yeah, I just want to recover all my arrows.
Alright, so that'll take about 10 minutes, but you can start working on that. What about everyone else?
I am taking a nice nap.
You're still unconscious, yeah.
Maybe not nice, but a nap nonetheless.
The floor is comfortable.
This dirt's really soft.
Shock is also still unconscious, badly wounded but stable.
I guess yeah, I would use my last spell slot then to heal Damien and Shock.
Alright, what spell are you casting?
I'm gonna give them each a cure wounds.
Alright. So you begin chanting. Since Oriel is new, what would this magic look like to her? She probably hasn't seen you casting before. And we can do some character descriptions as well in a moment.
So give me 1 second. So yeah, Roderick is just kind of a shorter, pretty skinny male. Generally wears kind of like leather armor, but kind of like wrapped in like what seems to be some sort of like cleric robes. But always wears a hood and a mask when he's out and about. Um, Basically no skin showing, completely covered. He just carries a rapier on his side and a short bow on his back. And as he like goes to like cast the spell, you kind of see him. He just like pulls out like a little talisman type thing that kind of like looks like a book, and he just says a little prayer as he like puts his hand on both of them.
All right, and can you or could you describe Oriel to him?
Yes, Ariel is a very diminutive person. She seems female. You cannot see her face as it is covered by a barn owl-shaped mask. Over her hair, she carries a dark blue veil, of which the inside is embroidered with all sorts of star constellations. Her clothing seems very traditional from like northern parts, and it seems very thickly. It seems like very thick winter clothing, and there's also not an inch of skin that you can actually see on her. The only like identifying feature that peeks out is underneath the veil is like rose gold long hair.
All right, thank you for that. So yeah, you begin chanting, summoning your healing energies. Go ahead and make a roll for the spells.
So it'll be Damien. I don't know why the sneak attack is on there.
I get sneak attack.
Gain 1 and then you take 12. All
I
right.
roll 1.
Just shank them with the help of
Can
I
you-
think my thing is messed up because that should be a 4. I rolled a 1, but it should be +3.
Yeah, you should have your bonus. All right, so that would be 4, not 1. The sneak attack could confuse the healing. So yeah, Damien, you awaken from your near-death experience with Roderick kind of standing over you, channeling energy.
I kind of just breathe heavily, like, I'm alive. Oh, we won.
And
It happened so fast. It just popped up behind me.
Yeah, let me try that. And then for shock.
all right, so Shock awakens as well. Oh, he sees the Umbra Hulk and says, "Oh, thank the gods. Thank you, Roderick." As he stands back up. Ugh.
I guess, of course.
Ugh. Is everyone all right? He has a level of exhaustion.
Ariel nods emphatically.
All right, so what do you all want to do? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, you would notice, or possibly notice, something about this Umbra Hulk. A nature check, DC 13, would be required, though. Anyone wants to make that? Okay. So you know that monsters generally have magical essences imbued within them. It's what helps to make magical components and different magical weapons. The essence of this one looks a little bit strange to you, almost like it's corrupted or changed in some way by the energies. Like usually you can measure the energy of an essence in Maho, but this one doesn't seem to act like that. Like the essence is all twisted and corrupted. It can still be gathered, you're just not sure how to use it.
Damien doesn't want to grab any essence from this guy.
Alright, yeah, to collect the essence, it would require a nature check.
Freya would probably try to collect some.
Okay, after you finish with your arrow collection.
Yep.
It does look difficult, and messing it up could mean the essence is lost. It would be a DC 15 nature or alchemy check.
Can I have Ranga help me?
Yeah, you can have up to one assistant in this. Wait, who's Ranga?
My dog.
Oh no, the wolf couldn't help. This is you'd
Aw.
need hands. Like the wolf would, yeah, he wouldn't be able to help you. Oh, it looks like. Are you muted, Oliver? I have not heard you say anything.
No, I'm here. I
Okay.
just being quiet.
All right. So luckily, the two of you are able to collect the essence. So I'll throw that in the group magical items. Oh, that's another thing I was kind of trying out. I started listing, like having a list of the magical items the group has in Roll20. Does that list there match what you all have in your inventories? Or am I missing some of them? Under character info.
I don't know who has the halberd.
Okay.
And the players who left have the ogre power, gauntlets of ogre power, and wand of the war mage.
Okay, so I'll get rid
That
of
was
those.
That was Toby and Cargwell.
Alright, so they would have left with those.
I'm gonna hire the Bloodhound to steal us back.
Nice. Okay, and
I was like, I don't know who has the halberd.
That's fine.
Ko
It's-
maybe.
Oh, I think it was Ko.
Alright, so let me mark who has what. What about the boots of Elvenkind?
I have those in the amulet.
Okay, that's Roderick. And yeah, we could check in with Ko when he gets back.
If Ko's not gonna use it, we can give it to Shock.
I just want to kind of keep a bit of a record of this in Roll20. Who's taking the Shadow Hulk essence?
I think Trey was.
Drea took it? Alright,
Yes.
that's that. You know that, well, actually, if you want to make an Arcana check, I'll say Arcana, Religion, or Nature DC 20. You might know something just off the top of your head about crafting.
What was the last one?
Arcana, Religion, or Nature.
I've proficiency in any of those. Alright.
Alright, so Oliver, you would know that essences like these, corrupted essences, can sometimes be used to make very unique items. So this could be very valuable to hang on to.
Okay. Right. Yeah. So seeing that, a lot of people would be like, "Oh, cool! Like, I can make some really cool stuff."
What?
Shock nods. He says, "Well, maybe when we get back to town, we can look into that." He looks around nervously and says, "You think there are any more, or are we done?" I'm guessing this was probably the most dangerous one in the area.
I think so. We explored it up here, and I believe that led to dead end, right?
Have you guys explored like every nook and cranny just to be safe?
I think so.
Shock says, "Well, there's more places to go, but in my current condition, I don't think I'd last long in a fight. We might need to take some time to tend to our wounds."
True. Then we should maybe retreat for now and see that we get you guys fixed up a bit.
Alright, where do you want to retreat to? Moving through the caves can be dangerous, as there could be more of these burrowing things. But staying here could also be risky.
It could also be like the safest option because the big wig was here, so I think the smaller ones would be cautious of it. So, like wild animals often tend to avoid the areas where the large predators preside.
Shock nods. He says, "Good point, Oriel. Anything else would probably be scared of coming here because they don't know this thing's dead yet. So maybe resting here, at least for the time being, would be safest."
Take a short rest.
Alright, so the group is attempting to pass an hour. By the way, the 10 minutes did pass, so you collected half your arrows back minus, rounded down. It's now 9.
Can I have done the same thing?
Yeah, sure. If you guys were collecting arrows.
We're doing a short rest, and I'll do the Song of Rest as well.
And I'll give those arrows to Drea. They're 5 arrows.
Alright, what would
Thank you very much.
what would the Song of Rest look like? Like, how would that
Well, I
work?
don't imagine his one is like an actual song. I think Oliver's one's kind of just like a story. Oliver just tells a story of a story from okay. So Oliver would like able to gather around and be like, okay, so there once was a princess, and she was a very strong-willed, independent woman who didn't need a man for anything. So one day, and then it just goes off on this story, just telling them this story, and everyone gets to whoever rolls hit die can add a d6, 1d6 to that.
Okay.
Great,
Well,
just be playing while the story's going on.
it hasn't passed yet, so hold off on that. So time is passing. As it is passing, you would notice the miasma is beginning to fade from this area.
Nice.
Almost like the energies have been dispersed due to the death of this thing. I'm passing time. Let me know if anyone's like RPing or doing anything else during the hour.
No, I want to ask Oliver. Oliver, he says that your dad's in Ladrin. Is your mom? I mean, and your mom's half elf.
Yes.
So, are you from the Feywild yourself?
That's okay. So technically, maybe. I don't 100% know. Like where I grew up was kind of weird.
Seems like the Feywild to me.
I mean, maybe like we did a lot of traveling. Like I was never really grew up in one place. There's a place we went back to a lot, which could have been in the Feywild. I don't really know. Like there's not like signs. You don't really walk to a portal that says this way to the Feywild. You kind of just, if it's a regular portal, if it's a portal that's always there, you don't really know it's a portal. So I don't know. I mean, I had to walk through a waterfall a lot of the time when I was going back home, in theory. So maybe.
I've never been through a portal. What's the sensation?
I don't know if I have either. Like I said, it's only if I have been living in the Feywild I've been through one. If I've not, then I don't. I mean, for me, going through the waterfall was kind of a bit odd. Like, sometimes it's freezing cold, sometimes it's really warm. But other than that, nothing special.
Alright, well, I just wanted to learn a little more about you, Oliver.
That's fine. Like, I'll answer any questions. The question is, am I answering it honestly? That's the trick.
Well, your profession is meant to tell tales, so who knows?
You know, the best part of a good tale is knowing if the tale's true or not.
Hey, that's true.
So I don't know if you guys noticed, but yeah, Oriel
Yeah,
might seem a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. Oliver's a bit uncomfortable when they mention the fact when Damien said like, "So your dad's an Eladrin," and I've got one right there. He's just like, "Oh shit, please don't." It's just like I don't want to get into this. I don't want questions.
Yeah. All right.
He shrugs. He doesn't know anything about magic or magical creatures.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's cool. It's fine asking. Like, I mean, what's this thing about you wanting to be a politician and your family name thing? Like, you've mentioned it a couple of times,
Uh,
and you've still not
uh,
told me who you are.
is Iara still here?
I think she's in the background, so yeah, she'd be here.
All right, I can tell you later, in private.
Ira
Okay,
looks at you. She's
now I
like,
don't know if
"What?"
it's kind of like a. I mean, I don't know if it's like a hitting on me thing or if it's like a secret thing. I'm kind of a bit confused right now.
Whichever
Like-
you want it to be.
Okay. It's nice to know I have options. Thank you.
Ira says, "Why'd you look at me there?"
Sorry, I can't resist
Maybe
looking at
he-
a pretty lady.
Maybe he's worried about the
Wait,
fact
what
that
did you
if
say?
he.
I can't resist looking at a pretty lady.
Give me
That's
give
what I
me
was
a charisma or yeah, I'll say charisma check. Give me a Riz
Can I
check.
give him help? Can I
Yeah.
give him help?
Train
Well,
would
I'm
also help him out.
all bloodied
Oh,
and tired
jeez.
and shit.
Uh oh. All right. She just kind of gives you. Oh, and you're at disadvantage too because
Yeah.
you're like can't resist a pretty lady. She just gives you a weird look, and then
I
just
imagine
like
it's the fact that he's this exhausted and is badly wounded is what puts her off. It's like, oh
Yeah.
fuck no.
she just kind of goes, "Huh," and then like walks over and leans against the cave wall. All right. So time is passing. You've been here about a half hour resting. But suddenly, Oriella, you begin to feel tremors. Something is moving in the area. Oh, sorry, Oriel.
There's movement again, and she gets up to look out for
It's still
anything.
pretty far away, so you're not sure where it's coming from. No one else would feel it yet.
I wouldn't have been where I was. I just realized I was miles away.
Yeah, go ahead. Put yourself where you are.
Yeah, I did. I brought myself up.
Shock is looking around, and Iara kind of freezes. She said, "These things can sense movement, right?"
I think they might be orienting themselves via vibration in the earth. So it could be.
They might have noticed that the big creature's kind of not here anymore.
So give me. Well, what are you all doing? How are you reacting to this news?
Not
You
moving.
Okay, so you're gonna try to be stealthy?
Hold on, guys. Listen to this. What if we all jump at the same time?
Oh, you didn't finish healing yet. You're still in the process of resting, so you didn't. You have to finish before you roll hit dice.
I didn't know.
No worries.
Like, hear me out, guys. If we all jump at the same time and make big enough movement, maybe they'll think the big guy's still here.
Oh, interesting.
Do you think we can drag the big guy around, maybe?
You know, Weekend at Bernie's, the Shadow Hulk. Are you at full, Oliver?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You didn't take any
I
damage
didn't
during
take
the spell?
damage.
Oh,
because I had armor of Agnes still up, remember?
oh, that. I guess you didn't get. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I had armor of Agnes and I stayed the fuck away from that thing.
Fair enough. So yeah, what do you want to do?
Do you want to jump up and down, or should we just try staying still?
I mean, we've killed the biggest one here, and plus we have to clear out these things, so we could set a trap.
We could. You want me to be bait?
Yeah,
Half
you
the
would
people
notice
are
that
nearly dead.
several of your party members took a beating. Your front line is near death still.
Half our
Alright.
party's nearly dead, and you want to go picking a fight?
I mean, yeah.
If
Right.
you want me to be bait,
I want
I'll
to
be bait.
Even my wolf kind of like stares at me, just like, what?
Okay,
So
how about
at
this?
this point, as you're kind of discussing it, Oliver, you start to feel tremors now as well. And Oriel, you definitely think this thing is getting closer to the area.
Alright, new plan. Everybody run like fuck.
Doesn't that make it worse?
I don't know, but I don't want to be eaten.
Alright, come over here, Oliver.
Shock says we should probably just try to stay still if we're trying to avoid it.
Alright, fine. Everybody stop moving and stop talking.
Alright, so if that's the plan, give me stealth checks. The thing's still far enough away that I'll take the top 3 from the party, because you can kind of cover for each other.
I wish I could be past that.
That's some pretty good rolls. Alright.
Cool. Nat 20, let's go.
You're not disadvantaged to 82.
Alright, so 23, 22, and 22. Alright. So yeah, luckily, the thing does not get any closer. It just kind of moves through the area and continues going. So that was the only danger that happens during the rest. The hour would pass. Go ahead and spend one of your short rests if you want to benefit from it.
Phew.
Cool. Like I said, you can add 1d6 to your hit die. Oh, it's for each. Is it what? For
No,
each hit
it's
die,
not
or-
each. It's just 1d6. If you spend hit dice, you gain an extra d6. And I think you just roll it and they add it to whatever. It's not each person. It's just you roll a d6.
Alright, cool.
So everyone who
We'll get
spends hit
6
dice,
extra.
yeah, get an extra 6. But it is now 10:50 in the morning. What do you all want to do? Oh, and do you want Shock or Iara to be like in the game today? Like, do you want to play one or the other? Or do you want to just keep them in the background?
I'm fine with whatever. Shock's a little low. We can leave him in the background.
Alright, so someone willing to play Iara's character? Alright, so I'll leave
If
her.
no one wants to do it, I can do it.
Damien, sure.
Yeah. I don't mind playing 2 characters.
Alright, you should have access to her sheet. Alright, so you're all feeling, I assume, a little bit better. Oh, is your wolf 28 now?
That was from the hit die from earlier. I didn't apply it.
Well, what's its max HP?
30.
Okay, so I can just change that on the token so it doesn't look weird. There you go.
Yeah, I didn't know how to change that, so I was just like, I'll just keep a mental note.
The torches are all out. Damien, you gonna light another torch?
Yes, Ragic, I need one from the
Oh,
party inventory, please.
Well, technically, if that thing's gone, I should be able to do this.
Oh, true.
In theory. Yeah, well, this works.
Oh, you're doing your dancing lights?
Yeah.
Okay.
also DM, I think it was this campaign I was given something for Dark Vision, I think. I don't remember. I think it was from last game.
Oh, a glowing mushroom.
Oh, that's right. You went into that back part of the cave and you have like a glowing mushroom, I think. So I assume you're going to use that.
Yes.
All right, so that gives you 20 feet of dim light. All right. So what does the group do?
Shall we finish exploring this cavern?
Do you want to, or
Well, I'm feeling much better now.
okay, if everybody wants to, fine. North or west?
Oh, I haven't seen around this corner over here, I think Oriel did. Was there anything back there?
Give me a second.
There was like a huge pile of bones.
Oh.
Oh, cool. Maybe they dropped some fun stuff. Oh, and during the short rest, I'd have attuned to the headband if I knew to do that automatically. Or if just having it on me did that.
Yeah, so if, did you identify it?
No, but I was just going to attune to it anyway. Oliver doesn't think like that.
Give me an Arcana check, DC 20. Alright. So, unfortunately, you're not sure what this thing does just by examining it during the break. You might have to get someone else to try or get it identified, because just putting it on and attuning to it wouldn't necessarily give you the benefit if you don't know how it works.
Okay.
You're right, Topper. Maybe they did drop some cool stuff.
I mean, heck, I got this nice shiny headband.
Yeah, it's pretty clean for being stuck in the
I know
dirt.
it's magical. It's fun. I just need to figure out what it does.
Is it magical? I can never tell with magic.
Yeah, if it doesn't decay, rust, or anything like that over time, it's magic.
They are
All this time I
nods.
thought it was fine craftsmanship.
She says
No, it's magic.
there's a lot of items like that in the deep. Very valuable to the masters of the different families. And yes, one of the qualities is the fact that they don't actually decay over time. She says, I don't know much about item craft for those things, but you can usually tell, finding something like that in an old place, that there's some sort of enchantment on it. Alright, so you approach the large pile of skeletons here. It does look like there's a lot of old, like, rags on them and pieces of clothing. Medicine DC 10 might give you some more info here.
Oh, DM, I don't have any vision of anywhere around my character.
You should be able to see with the dancing lights further up.
Do I need to be trained?
So you should be able... I mean, are you on the right part of the map? Can you see your token?
I am. I can see the lights and everything else like that. Just I can't see. I don't have like a light or anything around me at all. Or I can't see around me.
Let me see.
Give me a second. Let me bring this back. There you go.
Well, no, she should have the mushroom light. It's just weird. Isn't on. There, you should have 20 feet of dim light. Go ahead and mark yourself as a light source, though. So Olivar. Yeah, you're almost certain that these skeletons are victims of the Umber Hulk, as the markings on the bones and the breakages would suggest large claws and pincers tearing these people apart. The bones are quite old, so you're guessing this thing's been here for a while.
Yeah, no, these are all necro bugs lunch.
Right, I want
They're
to
old
take
as well.
my 10-foot pole and move the bones around and see if we find anything interesting.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, I'm the wrong person to do this. Perception. 13.
Alright. No, it doesn't look like there's anything going on here. I mean, there's a lot of bones, but you don't see anything that catches your eye.
No, I didn't find anything. Anything catch your eye, Oliver?
Okay,
Try to look.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
If you want to step forward and search, give me an active perception.
I mean, I don't know much about druids, but I kind of know they're better at all this stuff than me.
Oh my. These rolls. Give me one moment.
9. Woohoo!
Dying.
Dang! Sorry.
So, as he's kind of moving the bones around, two of you would notice something that at first you thought was like a femur, but looks a little bit off. And as you look closer, you would see something kind of hidden among the bones. There's a very smooth, like little wand underneath the white bones, so it's blending in very well, with some ancient-looking markings on it. I'll say if you want to take a closer look, what's it called? I'll say an Arcana DC 20 might tell you something about this wand. You might notice something.
I'm not stepping on them bones because coming to life. I'm gonna mage hand pick the wand up and bring it over to me.
Alright, so the wand will suddenly kind of rise up into the air, levitating, and then float over to Oliver. The bones don't seem to mind.
Never can be too cautious in a cave.
Alright, so you have the ivory wand. So Rogrick, you recognize some of the markings on this wand. You think you know what it is. Give me a moment, I'll link it here.
Wonderful War Mage +2.
Except it's ivory. It doesn't exactly look like the picture.
Hey, it's your world. You can have ivory as black if you want.
Sure. So yeah, you're pretty sure this wand can be used to cast the web spell.
Nice.
Yeah, I shared that with everyone. I was like, yeah, I think you can it's essentially a spider wand. You can cast web with it.
It's awesome.
Oh,
Like, I'm
Who
not
wants it?
magically inclined, so I'm a pass.
I don't. Well, if it's a wand, you don't have to be magic. Oh no, it requires a human spellcaster.
Wait, is it true I don't need magic to use this wand? Like, I'll attempt to grab it. I'm like, you know,
No,
just
no. See,
try and will it to do something.
The
I'm
wand,
gonna make it.
yeah, the
When
wand
he
doesn't
waves the
seem
wand,
to
I'm gonna-
respond.
When he waves the wand, I'm gonna make my mage hand just reappear in front of it like he did something. Just
Oh, it's working! Alright, now how do I control this thing? You guys are the magic users.
Iara just rolls her
you
eyes.
have to say what you want it to do out loud. It's not intuitive, you know. It's because it's a wand. You have to tell it. Yeah.
Here, take this. Carry yourself. And give it the wand.
Alright, so who is taking the wand?
I give it back to whoever had it.
I don't want it. It's creepy.
Or do you
I don't
want
need
to...
it.
I'm
Okay.
not bothered by it. Like, Rhea, do you want it? Or Roderick?
I have no use for it.
I mean, no one else wants it. I mean, I'll hold on to it, but
I mean, I'm good.
Well, maybe we can try and sell it at a later date.
Alright, so who took it? Rogrick?
yeah, I guess I'll take it.
Okay. As far as you can tell, there's nothing else within the bones. What do you want to do?
Can I take one of the bones and then give it to the wolf? Would that be great?
The wolf is not really interested in 100-year-old petrified bones. It kind of looks at him like, I don't know about that.
You like bone marrow. Wants it away.
It kind of whimpers at you.
Mad at you.
Wait a minute, can I
Scrubs
understand
it. That's
you?
it.
Sorry, what did you say? Alright, well, yeah, what are you guys doing?
I want to explore around this corner. Was this a dead end? Right here?
I think it's dead end. I think it is.
It is a dead end, right?
I mean, unless there's like a hidden entry or hidden wall, this wall looks pretty solid to me, so it seems like it did, at least.
The corner over here? Right, the top right.
And so you move back down the tunnel towards the unexplored area.
Going north?
Yeah, we can round this corner and see.
But we just had some rumblings, so let's not get
You know what?
surprised.
I want to leave as well.
Oh, I accidentally used the light.
Alright, are you going with them, Oriel? Okay, I just want to make sure. So you're following along. So it does not seem to dead end here. The cave does go onward.
Oh, it doesn't dead end. Onward to the east, right?
Yeah, it looks like it goes east and then turns to the south.
Give me a minute. My lights can only move so fast.
Isn't there a way you can lock them? Like,
You can group the four of them and just move
Yes
them.
and no. I can group them and move them. The problem is every time I group them and move them, I have to just focus on moving them, and then if I click on anything else, it unselects it.
Yeah, so you can keep them close by each other.
Wait, if you press L, does it not group them together?
I don't think so.
Alright, so yeah, you come down the cave here. The walls look pretty solid. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. You might notice the dirt is loose, probably from the creatures digging around.
But Oliver would be further back. I've just got him there so that I can move everything at once. So.
Okay.
All front line today.
As you move down the passage here, you think you see some of that miasma on the floor here, though mostly dissipated.
Oh. Right. If that's the case, I'm going to send one dancing light ahead to see if it destroys it.
No, in fact, the miasma seems to recede now and just vanishes as the light hits it.
Maybe the big fellow we killed was like the source of this miasma.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
bloody hope so.
So
Definitely using-
as you turn the corner there, Damien, you would notice kind of over on the floor here, up in the corner of the cave, a strange-looking crystal radiating small amounts of that miasma from it.
Hey, Rorik, isn't that the same type of crystal we saw at that dungeon the other time?
Yeah,
Which
I
dungeon?
believe so.
The one where we're keeping all our stuff in the crypt, or whatever.
Crypt.
Yeah, the one where we
The
the golem.
Hadrock
Oh,
Library, our
so
stronghold.
give me all right, give me an Arcana check. I'll say DC 10. This isn't too hard.
Great disadvantage. 2.
So this crystal looks similar. The only difference is that that one didn't have any energies radiating from it, whereas this one does. This one has what looks like the black miasma that you see in this cave, sort of flowing out of it.
Does it look broken?
Yeah, so I was about to say, Oriella, with your passive perception, you might notice a couple of small cracks that the miasma is flowing from. So this crystal might be partially broken.
Completely broken, but it's broken-ish, I suppose.
You think a mending spell might be able to repair it, assuming this crystal is like other objects.
You think you can fix it like the other one, Rocker?
I think I should be able to. Yeah, Robert will just go up and I guess start to cast mending on it.
All right. So you are carefully trying to mend this. Give me a dexterity check, DC 10, as you're trying to not interact with the miasma. Now, did the other one you guys found have dark energy flowing from it? Am I misremembering?
I might have.
Does someone
It
still...
was it was broken. We had to use mending on it as well, but I don't remember if it was like fully leaking.
Yeah, I didn't think that one had any energy coming out of it.
I think it was broken.
So yeah, give me a dex check, DC 10.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
With or without proficiency?
It wouldn't. It would just be straight dexterity, no proficiency.
Okay.
All right. So you do manage to repair this crystal, not getting any of the miasma on you. Now with it repaired, you would see like almost like a little swirl of darkness inside the crystal that's pulsing. Looks like it should be stable, though you think transporting it around could be dangerous if it was inside a pack or something.
We can throw in the bag of holding.
Yeah, the bag of holding might be the best option, since that's an actual extra dimensional space.
Yeah, we'll put it in there for now.
Actually, I think that's where we put the other one, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so who's carrying... Oh, wait, you said it was in the bag of holding.
Yes.
So I guess whoever's quartermaster, go ahead and record that.
Got it.
Okay. Nothing else
Do they
seems to
have
be in the
any
area.
weight?
You'd say it's like a pound. Like 1 pound.
Heavy crystal. No, crystals are pretty heavy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not tiny. It's like the size of a fist.
Damn. If only we could find a diamond that size.
Alright, otherwise, yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything here. Actually, give me an Arcana check. DC 20. You might know something else.
Double nat 20s. No.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, this crystal is strange. You've never seen anything like it before.
There's nothing down here.
So if you head south, looks like the cave does continue. Waiting for the Oliver light show.
They're like those drone lights that you see in Vegas.
No, I actually imagine it's a bit like what I'd imagine like fairy lights, like literally like glowing little balls, just all different, all kind of like a different hue. Like one's like a warm yellowish, one's like a cool blue. One's
Alright.
All to
So
represent each color of the.
it looks like this now leads into a different area. So it kind of leads away from the lair, but you don't know if there's any value to exploring further. I mean, I guess if you want, you could go try to hunt down that whatever that one was that was digging around. But yeah, you're pretty sure with getting rid of the big one, at least, you've made these caves much more safe for the druids. It's up to you, though. You're pretty sure, I'll say Oriella, since you have the best perception. You're pretty sure that this will lead towards that one escaped Umber Hulk. The one that kind of, or whatever it was that was passing by, kind of went in this direction.
So, if we want to be thorough, this might be where the last escaped one Umber Hulk could be.
Well, It's your. Wait, are you part with the Druid Grove or were you visiting?
I'd want to be thorough for my friends, if that's okay with everyone.
Alright. Let's bow in hand.
Alright, so you're going to go hunt down the last one.
Yeah, no survivors.
No survivors. Alright, so you leave this area. So how are you trying to hunt this thing exactly? Like just kind of attract it with a lot of footsteps and then like attack it as it comes upon you? What are you doing?
I think Oriel would like to keep on the lookout for like similar how do you say vibrations and
Okay.
follow those.
If you heard the vibrations, would you try to attract it to you, like by making a bunch of footsteps?
I would ask the group what they would like to do.
Yeah, we could do that. I could take the pole and just thump it on the ground.
Alright, so
My
you're...
wolf can be like barking down and sniffing around it as well.
Alright, so you're trying to attract this thing with noise.
Dog just starts using echolocation.
Alright. So give me a, I guess, survival check as you're trying to look for signs of digging and the creature's passage as you're moving through these caves. I'll say up to 2 of you.
I can do survival.
Okay.
14.
14. All right. So your abilities pay off. You were able to kind of follow the signs of where this creature may have gone. And as you start to get into an area, you would feel the vibrations start, at which point I assume you're all trying to attract it.
Yes.
All right, give me one moment. See if I can copy paste your party from the entry screen. Does this work?
I was like, Oliver's trying to find the furthest away point from everyone doing this to just be like, "Oh, team!"
Thanks,
Oh,
Oliver.
it does work.
Oriel would noticeably not try to stand next to Damien.
Alright, so I went ahead and kind of placed you in your current cave. Go ahead and move yourselves around how you want to be. I don't think it put you on the squares.
I suppose I'd set up my dancing lights up, so
I can't see anything.
Oh, and you might have to pull out Iara.
I'm waiting for the Oliver light show. There
A
you go.
minute, they're coming.
Alright.
Alright, there you go. Oh god. Alright, I have access to IR. No wonder I can see everything now.
Yeah, I was looking around nervously. The feel of the vibrations is getting closer. Oliver and Oriel, you think it's coming from the south. You have one round to move around, so you can move up to your speed. And give
So I think
me
it's coming from there.
initiative
will
checks. Yeah, let's just do initiative before you start moving. Just give me initiative checks.
Is my initiative at disadvantage because I'm exhausted?
Yes,
I'm just
because
gonna
that is a skill check.
I'll just roll it twice and take the lower. 1, 2, 12.
I did move the lights.
Oops, I put intelligence. That's the wrong one. There you go.
Alright, you would have to roll for IR as well.
Yeah, it's a 16. Wait, dexterity?
Yeah, I mean, if you just click on her token, I think there is an initiative button at the... Oh, I didn't do things for her? Hang on. Yeah, at the top of the screen now, if you click on her token, it should have her macros. One is for initiative.
Initiative. 16.
All right.
12.16.
So, the first to act... Oh, sorry. Give me one moment. The first to act as this thing approaches is going to be... Wait. Did it not... Not... Order you guys?
Well, maybe the game still thinks I have.
Oh, there it goes. Oliver, you are the first to act.
Okay.
As I said, you feel the tremors getting closer from the south. What do you want to do?
I think that. Oh, I would have short rested, so I would have got one spell slot back. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, cool. I am going to. How high? Alright, cool. I'll prepare an Eldritch Blast for if anything comes into view.
Shock says there are a lot of us, but be cautious. It could still be deadly. All right,
Yeah,
so
and I'm gonna focus.
you're readying an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, for if it comes into view, like anything hostile comes into view, so I can blast it. So
All right.
yeah.
So mark yourself as concentrating. Iara, what are you doing?
Let's see. I think IR is going to stand as still as possible and hold a crossbow attack.
All right, so she as well readies a shot. Damien.
I will tap my feet off the ground to try and attract it,
Mm-hmm.
and then ready my rapier.
All right, Oriel.
Oriel will prepare a moonbeam because she saw how effective it was against the other Amber Hulk and
Alright.
hold it.
So you're ready. A second level spell concentrating on it. Drea.
I can move, right, for this?
Yeah, you can. It's just a normal round. You have your move, your action, and your bonus action.
Okay. I'm gonna move 15 feet up here, and I'm gonna ready my bow for an attack and whistle to my wolf, and they're going to try to also attract it over to them. Start barking and everything over here.
Alright. Go ahead and put your wolf on the order when you have a chance. Roderick.
Oh, they go with me.
Yeah, but it's good to have them anyway, because or else the timer markers and stuff don't work because it has to tick on its turn. So you can just roll and set it to like 18.15 or something, just like one below you, just so it's on the order there.
Okay.
But yeah, Rogrick, what are you gonna
Let's
do?
go. Boop. Whoops.
Yeah, then just change it.
I will just cast Bless on Damien, myself, and Drea.
Okay.
Get the book.
So you cast your spell, ending your turn. Suddenly, erupting from the ground right in front of Oliver, the huge Umber Hulk comes smashing through, ready to attack, but there are some reactions that can be used here. So, Oliver, I'll start with you. You were readying a blast. Unfortunately, this would be a disadvantage. Go ahead. If you want to still take it, you can spend your reaction right now.
Nice.
Yeah, 22 would strike it. AC, I think it's, what, 16? Oh, of course it's not listed. Are you kidding me? AC is 18, so yeah, that would strike, blasting it for 1 point of damage.
Yep.
The other one would miss, however. So mark yourself as using your reaction. Oriel, I'll say you go next. So you chant bringing down a moonbeam upon it,
Yes.
which I believe will hit it on its turn, right?
Yes.
All right, so
I need to do a wisdom saving throw against it.
okay.
I
So,
need to get a 5-foot spell into this.
yeah, so just go ahead and place it on that guy. Now Drea, you readied as well.
Yep. It's gonna be an ensnaring shot directly at it. Boop. Do that. And take my shot. Where is it? There you are.
Alright, so you lace your arrow with energy. Unfortunately, 11 is not going to be enough, as the arrow would just kind of bounce off the creature's hide. Still, I think you're still concentrating on it, though, right? Until you
Yes,
use
I am.
it. Okay.
Until it actually hits them, it's keeps going.
Yeah. Alright, so second
Alright.
shot. We'll get to her in a moment.
Second shot.
Oh, yeah, 21, even with cover, that will hit it. So you strike the creature going through its armor.
Yep. And I'm gonna mark it as my favorite foe because I hit it.
Okay, go ahead and link that. I
Yep.
believe that gives you plus 1d4.
It's a D4.
Okay, so go ahead and roll damage. 9 and a d4.
Plus the D4, and then the ensnaring strike. It needs. It needs a strength saving throw, DC 10.
Alright, unfortunately, this thing does look pretty strong. Oh yeah, so it just completely
Fails.
rips out of the ensnaring vines and everything that are trying to hold it. Alright,
I hit it at least.
yeah. So go ahead and spend your reaction as well. Rogrick, are you ready? I think he had to step away. What about Ayara? I think she was readying a shot as well.
Yes, at disadvantage because it's more than 30 feet.
Yeah, and cover. Ooh, no, that's gonna miss. Damien, were you readying anything?
I was readying a melee.
Alright, so unfortunately it is too far away. Now, as the Umber Hulk bursts through, it's hit by all these attacks, roaring angrily at the group, but it is still gonna do an attack on Oliver
It's going
there.
to do a wisdom saving throw first.
Oh yeah, because it is the thing's turn. Now, can you link Moonbeam? Because I don't think it technically started its turn in the Moonbeam. So I don't know how that works. It did enter the Moonbeam, though. So yeah, I think probably give that to it. Okay. Alright. So yeah, I'll say kind of entered it as you as it was coming out. The wisdom save. 15, ooh, just makes it, but it does still take half damage.
Exactly. So 1d, like 2d8, but half damage.
Yeah.
D10s.
Oh yeah, 2d10s.
10? 2d10, yeah.
Oh, and is it a con save? It says Constitution saving throw. Well, either way, it would have made it, because its con is higher than its wisdom. So go ahead and do 7, so it takes 3 radiant. Alright, so it's gonna come at you, clawing. 15, I believe, is going to miss. So you dodge out of the way. That is it for the creature. So we're going into a new round. Is Roderick back yet? Doesn't sound like it. Alright, so we'll just keep him on standby for now. New round is going to be Oliver. So this thing is right up on you, getting ready to swing again.
I know. Alright, cool. We need to... Alright, which is more important than making it. Okay, fine. We're going to... Yeah, we're... No, we're not. We're going to do this. No. I don't know what to do. Okay, fine. Armor of Agathis. I'm going to cast at 2nd level.
And I just got a message from Roderick. He's feeling kind of sick, so he's going to step out early. Guess that might be why he stepped away. Alright, so you cast Armor of Agathis, getting ready to maybe tank another hit.
Yeah, then
so
bonus action. Oh no. Bonus action, I will Hexblade curse him.
Alright, so you mark him with...
No, wait. No, wait. I'm going to Unsettling Word him. So he has to roll a d8, and then he has to subtract that from the next saving throw he makes before the start of my next turn.
Alright, you whisper creepy things to the Umber Hulk. He seems unsettled.
Your mother was a cockroach!
Is that unsettling? Alright. Alright, so yeah, just let me know, remind me that he gets that negative to his next roll. Alright, so anything else for you? Any movement?
Am I in the way of anyone here? Am I giving him cover from anyone?
Well, yeah, from your bow person.
Okay, yeah, then I will move around here.
Alright, so you circle around him a bit. Ayara.
Ayara will move down this way. Like this. I believe that's within her range. Yes. And then she'll take a shot with her hand crossbow.
Alright, she takes aim, no cover. But no, 14's not enough. The hand crossbow just sort of, the bolt bounces off the creature's hide.
And then she'll use her left side movement to take a step back.
Oh, I need... Alright, no, never mind. You're good. Alright, so you take a step back. Damien.
Does he get... Is this full cover or no?
It's partial, so he has a +2 to his AC
Right.
versus range from that little piece of stone there.
Alright, so I ignore cover. I drop my rapier. I take my longbow off my back. take a shot.
Alright, so you line up a shot.
It should not be +6. It should be +4.
15.
+4, not.
Oh. +4. You don't have the archery style?
I do. It's already factored into the +4 to hit. So.
Oh, okay. So yes, then that would strike it. 19. Oh, wait, no, because of the. But you ignore cover. Yes, 19 would strike it.
And I will try to trip attack it. So let's see. This first.
Alright, 21. Ouch.
Trip attack for 88.
Alright, so it makes a strength save. And it would fail, so it's knocked prone.
Nice. Then I will move up. Let's see how far I can. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I'll just shoot it at disadvantage. And this will. I will not take the -5 for this. So I'll take the normal disadvantage shot.
It's a normal shot, okay.
Disadvantage because it's prone.
19 again?
Yeah, this is actually like without the -5 penalties. This is the plus.
Okay. So yeah, 19 would strike it as it's trying to get up. You bury another arrow into it, doing another 7. Alright, anything else?
Yeah, I'll action search.
Alright, action surge.
I'll shoot it twice.
Surprised you didn't use your action. Oh, yeah, that's right, fighter. It's a short rest. No, that is. Yeah.
I'll use a precision.
Alright, precision dice. It's the benefit of playing fighter and all this stuff. D8 will automatically hit it because you only needed 1. So 18 will strike. Or, I guess 24 since you rolled it. Doing another 14.
And then my last shot.
Pew. Good rolling. Wow. 19. That will strike. Doing another 11. Okay. Anything else?
No, sir.
Alright. Oriel.
Ariel would use a level 1 guiding bolt.
Alright, so as you're doing that, unfortunately, you do realize that this thing did have the strange gaze thing, and your eyes would meet the gaze, so I need a charisma save. Ooh, alright, so you are affected by its gaze, meaning that you do nothing on your turn. You can't take reactions. The question is, would you keep concentrating if you can't do anything? Yeah, I think you would keep concentrating, because concentration I don't think is an action. Although it doesn't say you can't take actions, it says you do nothing. Alright, so I think that might get rid of your beam. As you just kind of stand there, mesmerized by it. Alright, so that would be it for you.
Basically, make a
Go
roll
ahead.
on that, maybe.
For what?
Concentration, but it's never mind.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of what the charisma save is for. So yeah, the eyes kind of get you off guard, and you just kind of forget what's going on. Drea, you would see this happen to Oriel. What do you want to do?
I'm going to move up 1, 2, 3.
I need a charisma save from you.
I'm in its range. Oh no.
You were. I was wondering if you were going to avert your gaze. But, yeah, you would meet its gaze as well.
Is it charisma?
Yeah, DC 15 charisma save.
Oh, nice.
Oh, but you make it. Wow, good roll. So yeah, you kind of meet its gaze for a moment, but you just sort of shake your head and shake it off. What are you doing?
What you staring at? I'm finishing my movement with right here, and then I'm gonna take 2 shots at it.
Alright, it is prone, so these are at disadvantage. It also has cover from the rocks now.
Okay.
Nope, that would miss.
I want to try to use. Wait. Are we still blessed, or is that?
Who did you bless?
Himself,
Roderick
Brady,
blessed.
myself.
Yeah, we could say you're blessed, that's fine. Just mark yourself with the bless icon like Damien has.
Okay.
I should mark myself with a ranged weapon.
But second shot, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And it's gonna do a D4 onto that as well.
That even with a 4, that will miss. So yeah, both of your arrows would just kind of hit off the cover as you're shooting at it. Anything else?
That would be mine, but I'm gonna make my wolf start running towards it. It's gonna avert its gaze when it gets in range.
Alright, so just mark it as blinded. So the wolf moves forward, dashing.
2, 3, 4, 5. It is not gonna dash. It's just gonna move normally.
Okay.
I forgot where the blind was. That'll be the end of my turn. I'll just find the blind real quick.
There it is. Alright, so the Umber Hulk goes. It is going to not like being shot a bunch. Do you have a melee weapon, Oliver?
Yeah, I have my longsword.
Alright, so the creature is going to burrow into the ground, giving you an opportunity attack.
I have Warcaster, so if I do, can I Eldritch Blast him, but is that still at disadvantage?
It would, because he's adjacent to you, but you can cast
Alright,
any
cool.
spell as a reaction.
Booming Blade. I'll Booming Blade him.
Alright, so you attack.
That's a good one. That's so good, yeah.
Yeah,
22.
22 is going to strike.
That does this. Then it does, let me just check how much damage it does. 1d8.
Okay, so he takes 8 plus 4, 12 total. And he is now booming. Sensing this, he stops moving and looks angrily at you as he lunges with some mandibles.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But that doesn't trigger the movement still, does it?
No, because he can stop it in response to you putting that
Okay,
on
yeah.
him. If he kept going, it basically would punish him if he tried to keep running away.
Yeah, no, that's what I wanted. I just wanted to check. Yep, that hits. What am I getting?
Alright, he bites onto you, doing 17 slashing damage.
And he takes 10 cold damage.
Okay.
If I had Armor of Agathis up. Now I just need to remind myself. I get 10.
So 10
He took 10,
cold.
that took-
Is that just straight 10, no roll?
Yeah, no, it's hang on. Where is it? No, I'll go back to this.
Yeah, just go ahead and link the description.
Yeah.
But then with that 10 damage, he is wounded.
Okay, so.
Oh, did you cast it as higher level?
I cast it at second level, yeah. I
Gotcha.
used my last second level spell, so I take 7, and I've lost Armor of Agathis.
Yeah. Alright, that is it for him. Into the new round. Oliver.
Okay, first things first, I need to do this because I'm concentrating on dancing light. Not that it really matters because if I lose them, I lose them, but let's just do this anyway. I get advantage from Warcaster. 19, yay!
Yeah, still have your
Alright,
lights.
Cool. Alright, cool. So we are going to then I will just still booming blade him.
Alright, unfortunately you would meet his gaze then, so I need a charisma save.
I have a question. It's not like the matters right now, but it's still a question.
Ooh. 13 would fail. Give me a moment. And you are about to booming blade him, but like Oriel, you just kind of stand there, staring transfixed into the creature's eyes, doing nothing this turn.
And gets rid of the light.
And yeah, that would disperse your stuff, because you can't keep concentrating on it. Go ahead, what's your question?
Alright. So, does that count as being charmed?
No, well, hang on, let me just make sure. It
Because
does not, no.
Okay. Yeah,
No,
right.
it's... yeah. No, confusion effect isn't a charm. It's just, yeah, kind of like a randomness. But anyway, that is it for Oliver. Iara.
Iara, seeing what's going on, she's not going to step forward and just take a disadvantage shot with her hand crossbow. No, wait.
Alright.
Yeah, she'll just take a disadvantage shot.
So you line up a shot firing. Oh, good roll. 21 will strike it. And I think you have sneak attack because you have an ally next to it. 6, 7, 18. All right. So it roars angrily as yet another piece of ammunition is sticking out of it. That is it for her, I believe, right?
Yes.
Damien.
Damien can no longer see since the light was extinguished.
Where am I?
I think he can hear it, maybe?
Yeah, you can definitely hear it, so you can make a blind shot.
We'll make 2 blind shots. 19.
19 will miss. Bink.
19 misses, even with the ignoring cover?
I don't think you can ignore cover when you can't see. That wouldn't make any sense. That you're like, wait,
That's
I got a
true.
fire next to this piece of cover. I mean, Raw, I guess she still would, because it doesn't say anything, but I'm going to say...
That's a fair assessment, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say, like, since you can't see your cover, like, it's, yeah, it's harder to avoid it.
Attack more dose.
Oh, well, there you go. 22 will strike it, even in the dark. And you're just on fire with these rolls right now. So 11. Okay. Yep.
And
Oriel.
Ariel will turn on her heel and try to run a bit further away from the creature because she she was reminded that at a certain distance the creatures don't really
Alright.
fix them with their gaze anymore.
So I assume you're going to try to avert your gaze at the start, though?
Yes.
Or are you going to... Okay. So you look away for the time being as you quickly move back.
I'd move 30 feet back into this direction.
Okay. It's a little difficult terrain back there, but I think you're good, yeah.
Thank you. And then I would cast a guiding bolt onto it.
Alright, so it does have some cover from this rock formation, so it would be AC 20 right now versus you,
AC 20, okay.
if you still want to do that.
I'll try.
Alright, so you chant, summoning divine energies. Oh, but no, it will unfortunately just bounce off the rocks here.
We're abusing those rocks quite a bit.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Alright, Drea.
Since I can't see either. I'm gonna take another 5, 10 steps back, and
So you can
assume, like,
target
whoops.
it. It would just be a disadvantage because you can still hear it.
Okay. Just try and hit then. Well,
Oh, no.
that-
12
that-
will miss with the first shot as you kind of blind fire into the darkness, hoping not to hit anyone you know.
Not even with a D4, sad. And
No.
try again.
Ooh, 17 might hit if you need a 3 or 4. Oh, yeah.
Hey!
That would just hit. Rah. So you strike something in the shadows up ahead.
Alright, and then damage plus D4 from
D4.
it being marked.
9, alright. So those of you who can see it now would know it is badly wounded. Anything
I hit
else?
something! I can't see it, but I hit something!
Yeah.
And she's gonna whistle, and I can't see, but can I move my wolf in the direction, or I don't know how that's... Because I can't see my
Well,
wolf.
what are you telling it to do?
Go and bite it.
Alright, now can you... I don't think your wolf can see in darkness, so it doesn't matter. He's
No.
averting its gaze anyway. Go ahead, make a wolf attack. You do have flank, but disadvantage.
Perfect. Wolf.
That gets cancelled out by pack tactics.
Oh yeah, pack tactics.
Oh,
It
well.
misses anyway.
Oh, just kind of bite the plate on its leg. Does not do any damage. The Umber Hulk is going to, I guess, turn back towards Oliver and do another mandible attack. Luckily, you would dodge out of the way, ending its turn. Oliver.
Okay. All right. What was that? Yeah, okay. We're gonna redo Armor of Agathis at first level.
Alright, I need a charisma save first. Alright, so this time you do resist the gaze and are able to cast Armor of Agathis, surrounding yourself in arcane energies.
And that's it.
Alright, that's it for your turn, Ayara.
Let's see. Noticing that two people cannot see anymore, she will cast her own dancing lights.
Alright, so she says, I got this. Throws out some dancing lights, which you should have in the resources section.
Oh yeah, I see them. I can't drag them out.
Oh, because probably you don't have... Hang on. I stopped giving everyone access to make it easier to control them. Here, I'll just drag them out.
Yeah, they just put them around the wonderful.
Alright, that's an action, right?
Yes,
So she's concentrating. Anything else?
that's all she can do. She's got a big headache now.
Alright, Damien.
Being able to see, I will take 2 shots. That's the Umber Hawk.
Alright. Sniping.
Longbow.
15 plus 4, 19 will strike. The first one. Doing 17. And second shot.
Second shot. 11 plus 5.
Ooh.
I'll use the superiority die. Precision.
So I assume that's a plus 3, right?
That would be
14? As you
No,
said,
it's
the
not.
archery is already counted, right?
that's in the. I made a separate macro for that.
Oh, well, could you standardize that? I guess for, yeah, just, I mean, you don't really need one for archery, so just include archery in the macro and just take that out because you'll always use archery. There's no point in having that as a global modifier, at least for bow attacks.
Okay.
So 3 would be 19, and that would strike. Doing another 14. All right, it is still standing. Anything else?
That is all.
Okay, Oriel.
She will position herself, reposition herself, to here.
Okay.
So she has a direct line of sight onto the Amber Hulk.
Well,
And try another.
It would still have cover from this rock thing and from the wolf.
Okay.
And from so if you got behind or Iara, you could ignore her as cover. But yeah, it would still have some guys in front of it.
Please don't shoot my wolf.
Because yeah, if you're adjacent to an ally, they don't provide cover to the enemy. So if you want to like go behind her and shoot.
Yeah, I can do that.
Alright, so you kind of move up behind Iara and like get down. Fire over her.
Yeah.
Alright, go for it. Ooh, 18. Do you have bless?
I don't know. Did I have that?
No, you didn't.
Alright, so unfortunately 18 is gonna just miss. Again, the cover is getting in your way. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Alright, Drea. You can see again.
Hey! The first attack is gonna be me, and then just try and shoot it.
Yeah,
Hey!
even with the rock pile, 22 is enough, and that would strike it.
Perfect. And damage plus a d4.
Alright, 10 points.
And then I'm gonna
Yeah.
Yep, and I'm gonna order my wolf to take a bite out of it.
Alright,
Pin it down.
so the wolf would have advantage now for its turn. Oh yeah, 21's gonna hit it.
It has to make a
It's
strength
not gonna
save.
matter. Go ahead and give me a damage roll. Alright,
Okay.
so it jumps up on it, tearing it apart. Creature falls down.
Just
Dead.
ripping out one of its mandibles.
Alright, the group is successful. And you're pretty sure this was the last one. It doesn't seem to have any possessions, but you can try to gather its essence like the others if you want to do a nature check.
Nature characters do their thing.
Any two of you can make this attempt.
I'm not trained in it. I probably shouldn't be trying to make the checks.
Give me a
I have-
second.
Disadvantage, so.
Alright, 10. Anyone helping Oliver?
Can Iara do it?
Does she have nature training?
I don't think so.
It would be a wisdom check then. Anyone with high wisdom, or sorry, intelligence. Does anyone have decent intelligence?
I have no bonus to my intelligence.
Alright.
Iara can do it, I guess. Iara's not
Alright.
the smartest cookie.
Alright, so you gather some essence from it. And add it to your, I guess, bag of holding. But yeah, you think you are now done clearing these things out. What do you want to do?
Shall we go tell Cavlin we're done?
You
Yeah.
can do if you want.
I
Alright.
should tell them that we're done.
So the group is going to head back, leaving this area and traveling back to the actual Druid Grove. I'll say with the exploring and everything, you get back there around 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Lunchtime.
Exactly. It's lunchtime. So I'll just use the world map, I guess.
Oh, that's wrong.
Yeah, I think you have to leave as well, too, don't you, Oriel?
Oh, sorry.
Didn't you say you
Yeah,
had
I
to...
need to
Go
leave
ahead.
in 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay. So... you head back to the Druid Grove, and you would find... Well, I mean, the Druids would allow you entry. Telling them what happened. They nod and kind of bring you to the leader, Avlin. Says, good work. Thank you, friends. I'm in your debt. And especially Oriel and Drea. Thank you for helping them with that. He says,
Of course.
as promised, if you all still wish to, I will let you collect the chests and we can bring you to the actual sacred area to examine it.
We'll take you up on your offer still.
Yeah, haven't been
Alright.
down there much. Be nice to know what's there.
So I think... let me check the cave. I think there were 3 chests left that you guys hadn't gotten. One of them you gave to the Iron Tide as payment.
Yeah, I remember that.
So at this point, they can give you one of the chests, but they say the last 2 are guarded by the Golem Guardian. So I don't know if you want to try to go for those. He says, I'll leave that up to you.
Perhaps at a later date, unless anyone wants to take on a... What kind of golem was that again?
There's a clay golem.
Unless anyone wants to take on a clay golem, you can get the group.
Nope, not right now.
Me and my wolf are fine, but if everyone else isn't ready, then we can wait another day.
So the obsidian chest, as with the other chest, you would have to do some investigation or arcana checks to try to open it. We might want to just hold on to that and wait till your intelligence guy is back, Rogrick.
Yeah, we can do
Probably
that.
smart. Yeah.
Alright, so we'll say, I guess just put that in the party treasury for now. The group has that chest. Just mark it as being in the Druid Grove, because you're not carrying it around with you.
Can anyone cast the knock spell? Let's see, I'm just gonna name it. Oh, it's obsidian, right? Obsidian chest.
Yeah.
Obsidian chest.
You might want to mark in the quest area that the yeah, you still have the Golem side quest if you want to try to fight it.
Quest, here we go.
But do you all want to go to the inner areas of where the Druid Grove is, like basically the area they're guarding, and examine it?
I'd be okay with that. I think Trey wanted to see it too.
All right. Did you need a short rest? Or are you ready to go now? Actually, you did pretty good against that Umber Hulk, so I don't think anyone's wounded.
I don't benefit too much from it. Oh, I forgot to check for arrows. I forgot to recover my arrows.
You left him in the cave. Like, let's just get out of here. All right.
I still
So,
have arrows left.
heading
14.
towards this. Well, you follow Kavlin. He and several of the druids will lead you kind of towards where the inner area of their grove is. On the way, he would kind of take you aside, Oriel, and say, what do you think of these people? You've traveled with them a little now. Do they seem noble and trustworthy?
But they did. I think they're very decent folks. I don't know if the scary assassin lady is with them because she seemed kind of shifty. But the others were sweet. Although, if you ever need cover, don't stand behind Damien.
Don't stand behind who? Oh, Damien. That's right. Still a little sass being thrown there. He nods and says, well, thank you for that information. I'll keep that in mind. I would agree. From what I've seen, they seem to at least have more pure motives than some of these mercenaries we've encountered. So, yeah.
They don't seem mercenary at all. At least from what I've known. That one dude seemed kind of jumpy around me. I don't know why. But I hope I hope they know that there's no reason to be scared of me.
He nods. He says, which one was jumpy?
She would point over to Oliver.
Give me a stealth or a deception roll. I assume you're trying to hide that you're pointing at him? Or are you just kind of pointing at him?
She's not pointing at him. She's just telling her his name.
Okay, so you just say
And-
Oliver.
Yeah, her name. Her lips can't be read because mask.
So he nods and he says, I also sensed a bit of a strange aura from that one. Curious. Thank you for letting me know. So he leads you through some of the caves, which later seem to turn into an old, what looks like hallway that's partially collapsed. Climbing through the collapsed area, you are now in what looks like some old ruins. I'll say history, DC 12 might tell you something. This has to be trained, though.
Alright, disadvantage? Nope.
Okay. So yeah, you don't think these are modern constructions, obviously being an old ruin, but you can't really tell anything just from looking at the architecture. But following this for a bit, you come to a kind of open-looking room. About 40 or so feet from you is a large set of double doors with what looks like a glowing rune on the doors, and you would notice a bunch of bones around the room. An active perception check might reveal something here. Say DC 15. Alright, so a bunch of you. So there's, like I said, there are some bones laying kind of on the floor. Some of them are actually sitting on the floor at about the 30-foot mark, though you don't see any visible signs of damage to them, which is a little odd. And you would also notice at the 10-foot mark, there are several like large, almost look like piles of dust, which is very odd. And the druid will say, this is the entry into the old area which we guard. And we believe that the door is trapped, so we did not approach. Be cautious if you're going to go any further. He says, I will not be joining you, so I'll be standing back here.
And the guardian is behind these doors?
No, the Guardian is a different part of the cave. This is where the necrotic sources are coming from. He says you had said you were interested in knowing more about the ruins, yes?
Yes.
He says, my people have never actually been in this area. We guard it because of the energies that it releases to help strengthen our grove, but yeah, we've stayed away from it.
Right, thank you.
He kind of just stands back, observing for now. Were you saying something, Oriel? Like,
Have a nice evening. Bye bye. Bye.
Right?
Hey,
Oh, she said she had to go. Okay. All right. So yeah. What do you three want to do?
not going near this thing.
Yeah, perhaps we should come back at a later date when we're all feeling in top-notch shape. But I already think when we do come back, you'd be up to the task of opening it and finding any traps.
She says, I don't know.
Yeah.
That thing looks dangerous. I don't know if I want to get near that.
I think we'll be fine. But I do agree, probably at a later date and investigate it better.
I agree. Shall we head back then?
She kind of whispers, well, she'll say, yeah, why don't we fall back and talk about this? Because I'm sure you could all use rest after those battles.
Alright. We do so.
Alright, so you're returning to the Hobgoblin Caves?
I would.
Alright.
Or I would
Yeah.
just follow them, I guess. I don't think I've been to their caves, have I?
Yeah, you've been in the caves.
One,
We've stayed there
two.
before.
Yeah, you were using it. The caves are basically kind of like a safe area where the Iron Tide is, what's it called? Like, taken over. So it's pretty unlikely you'll be attacked here. Do you see any of the map?
I do.
Yeah, so you're kind of at the entrance to the Druid area. But Iara would, as you get back here out of earshot of the Druids, she would say, I don't know if the Tide needed us to do anything besides figure out what to do about the Druids. Though I must admit, I'm intrigued of this by this place they're guarding.
I believe your duel wanted some investigation into the necrotic energies.
She nods and says, yeah, well, her duel wants a lot of things. You can tell she's a little annoyed by him.
Well, if you think this is sufficient enough, I could leave it for the time being, but it is curious.
She shrugs. She says, well, I mean, old ruined areas do tend to have magics in them. And I am always a fan of increasing my magical abilities.
Well, only if the druids allow it. This is their home. So, I mean,
She says, oh, yes, of course, as respectful as possible. Kind of just looks away.
Alright. Well, they already gave us permission to explore.
Yeah, we have that, and we have the golem now. Or I guess we could just move on and help deal with the other issues that the Tide had. She says, I don't know. I'm just supposed to help you all, so I'll leave that decision up to you.
Do you want to long rest for now, guys? Do you guys want to take on the wyvern?
Not right now. Not with three of us.
I mean,
Call
we
me
can
cautious.
do it. Come on.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can do it. Let's do it. We have NPCs.
Yeah, we we have escape plans. Just throw it out. there.
Oliver wants to be a celebrity, not a celebrity in the afterlife.
Hey, you know, if you take down a wyvern, you can get all the hobgoblin women here.
There you go.
Well,
Well, I mean,
even have women.
with the, I mean, we could try with the three of us. I don't know if you guys want. We could end early, like whatever you guys want to do. We could just save it for next time. It's up to you.
Do you want to stay at the Iron Tide camp, or did you want to head back? Or what do you want to do? Yeah, whatever you guys want to do.
Is there enough time for downtime today?
Yeah. We could take a day of downtime if you're resting the rest of the day anyway. It's only about 2:30, so that would give you the 8 hours you need.
Alright, perfect. I will take that.
All right. So Damien, you're working on your project.
Yes.
Which
I
one?
have one carousing. I have one more after this one.
Okay.
Work's done.
Rogric. Oh, you're not here. Drea. Anything you're working on?
Her her own little downtime is just jotting down the story of what went down and everything, and probably just looking around the Iron Tide, trying to see if there's anything like suspicious, or maybe they're setting up to attack the druids. Maybe I'm just making a full check to make sure they're okay and they won't be a threat to the druids.
All right, so maybe assessing the Iron Tide. I'll say
Yes.
you could probably take 5 days to thoroughly gain information. So if you want to start a project for that, you can.
Yeah.
And you'll finish it in maybe 5 days. Seems like a lot just to... I mean, yeah, sure. I'll say you're being thorough. So yeah, let me know when 5 days pass for this project.
Do you want me to put you down on the Google sheet?
That
Yeah.
would be appreciative.
Generally, like...
Captain Snaggy.
Yeah, okay. So generally everyone kind of tracks their own downtime stuff, but yeah, if she can't do it right now, then sure, why don't you go do that?
Yeah, I'm on it right now, so I'll...
Oh, okay.
Got it.
So yeah, go ahead and add that then. What about Oliver?
Alright, so Oliver is using his voice and storytelling to suss out, or to try and spy on them, to learn what the Iron Tide are up to, like if they're planning on attacking the druids, if they're planning on executing the prisoners or slaves, if there's a way to free the slaves that are loaded. Like, he's just spying to get as much information as he can.
Are you working with Drea, or are you doing your own project?
No, Oliver's doing his own thing. Like, he's using his like his bardic skills, his storytelling and stuff like that, and carousing and like being friendly and talking to people to try and like suss out.
Oh, and yeah, what skills are you using, Drea, to try to assess the Iron Tide?
Let me take a quick look. The only real part I'm kind of trained in is really insight, but I can kind
so
of just
you could definitely use insight.
just to try and see like your intentions, see if they have any, like maybe I don't know. I don't have anything set up for dialogue. I was gonna say like talk to a few of them, see what they think of druids, if there's any like
that would probably be
malicious
persuasion.
Mm.
You could
You've
probably...
got me that's very good at persuasion, just so you know, metagaming.
Well, yeah, so I mean, insight would definitely be a skill you could use. You could probably use perception if you're looking to, like, you know, sneak around and keep an eye on things.
Yeah. Just look around for some things, and possibly, probably on a different day, just do like a music thing, and see how everyone likes it. Yeah.
I don't think music or performance would help here. I'll say insight's fine. I'll say, yeah, if you're using perception, that's fine. Maybe the third one would be persuasion or deception, your choice.
I'll probably do deception on that
Okay.
point.
So just mark those 3 skills in your what's it called? Your project. And Oliver, what did you say you were using?
I am using persuasion, deception, and probably performance.
And what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm trying to spy on them basically and gather information, like, kind of just about. I don't know how to word it. It's kind of just like spying to get the information, like just gathering all the info that the soldiers, people would have that I could talk to. That.
So I don't think performance would work for that. I'd say you could use insight, unless you have another skill that you want to try to use.
Insight, or I was thinking stealth. Maybe there's a trying to stealthily.
Yeah, I'll
bring
give
up
you
stuff.
stealth. You could say you can use stealth. That's fine. So stealth. What'd you say?
Persuasion and deception.
Persuasion, deception. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so go ahead and make that project. You all spend your day working on various things within the camp. Yep.
I think the calendar's off by 2 days.
What do you mean? The calendar?
Yeah, because it says here we're on the 16th, but I'm already on my 4th day of carousing, and we started that on the 14th.
According to my notes, the 14th was like 3 or 4 games ago. You sure you didn't just pass too many days? What date did you start your carousing on?
Let's see. I have it on the 14th of fall, which was how many games ago? 4 games ago?
The 14th of fall was session 11. It ended on the 14th of fall.
Perhaps I spent too many days.
Yeah, you might just be back 2 days, so that's fine. That's kind of why I have the calendar anyway. Because, yeah, there's just been a lot going on, but we haven't done a bunch of long rests. But this day would pass. So it is now...
Okay.
Yeah, now it would be the 17th of fall. Yeah, you guys would have to spend some rations.
During
So
yeah, I will go up to. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to one of the orcs and just be like, "Hi, yeah, do you have any food you could spare, possibly, like, to give us to help help you?"
He gives you a dirty look and says, "Quartermaster sells food."
I want to try
Yeah,
to
but see, like-
perform in the tavern. Sorry, I was.
No, Karen. No, you, Karen.
Just kind of in the drinking area.
Yeah, try to get some spare change for food or even food.
All right, give me a performance
money?
check. Apparently, everyone's broke.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm just a cheapskate.
Just a cheapskate. All right.
Ditto.
Uh,
Ditto.
So yeah, sure. You do a couple of songs to some clap or for to some applause, and you get 8 silver pieces thrown to you from the crowd for a couple of, we'll say, like hours of performing.
And I will
Apparently,
go and
yeah.
I will go talk to the quartermaster and try and persuade him to give us food to help his Iron Tide.
All right. Give me. Now, remind me of why you're here again.
Me? I'm
Yeah.
here because I want to be. I'm here to find the group to be superficially, slightly, to become a celebrity. That's the whole point. I want to be a star and make lots of money.
All right. Give me a persuasion check. I'll say DC 20. This guy doesn't look like he wants to give free stuff, being the quartermaster.
I hit it anyway. I can't go lower than a 22.
He says, "You have to get permissions from Orcard. I cannot just give you things."
Okay, right, okay, I will go and get that.
I'll accompany
Bureaucracy
you.
in a
Over.
fucking war tribe. I walk up to.
I don't want to pay for stuff. Do you know who I am? All right, so you go to Orcard.
Influencer.
Yeah, I'm an influencer. I'm not going to pay for my food. Where's my sparkling water?
Like, I'm
What
paying
is-
you in exposure.
What is this shit? Where's my Perrier? Where's my bag of chips? All my Doritos.
I made this character to not have to pay for shit and to be very good at persuasion and lying, okay?
Where's my
Don't
trailer?
worry,
I want my trailer. All right,
Yes.
so
Speak to my age.
if you go to the throne room, they would allow you entry. Orcard is there along with Erdul and some of his generals looking at a map. He looks up and he says, the Misfits, or at least one of them. What can I do for you? I don't know if we've met. He says, I am Orcard, War Master of the Iron Tide.
We've met. Like, we had dinner before we went to meet the druids. Like, the whole thing.
He says, my apologies then. I've been a bit distracted.
Yes, you're a busy man in charge of a war band, you know, keeping them all in order, keeping them all well fed, stocked, all that thing, you know. Very hard to keep track of people. You know, you could have come, and I would never, yeah, I definitely think you came, because I wouldn't go on my own, so yeah, you're here, Damien. Yeah, no, so, like, you're like, yeah, no, so, you know, what we're here staying with the Iron Tide, I just wondered, is it possible that some of the food you have that you could give us so that we can maintain ourselves, maintain our rations for when we go down to investigate, defend, help you in any way we can?
He says, well, the quartermaster sells preserved food, but you could always pick up some mutton or some ale at the tavern.
Yes, but see, the quartermaster said I had to come and speak to you to okay for him to give us the food.
He says, what? No, he should be willing to sell you anything you need. I told him that our supplies could be sold to you. Did he
Okay,
misunderstand
so
me?
I have maybe, so I can go back and tell him you gave me the authority that he sent me to come get you. I just wanted to check.
He says, yes, you and your group can buy whatever you need.
Thank you. That is just what I wanted to hear. All right, toodaloo. And I go back to him and I basically lie my ass off, saying that he said we can have the food. Because technically he said we can have it. I went and spoke to him. I'm just leaving out the bit that he said we have to pay for it.
He says,
Lying by omission, Alre.
he says,
Hey, I'm half paid.
Orcard said you could have supplies for free?
Yes. He said that you can give us what we need.
He sighs and he slams the cage shut where all the supplies are. He says, I'm going to go speak with the captain to make sure of this.
You know, if you want to go and bother him when he's a busy man dealing with high pressure things with something so trivial that he's already said that he told you his answer, that he told you to give us what we needed, and that you're going to go and bother him again for the third time, let you face the consequences of what will come.
Give me a deception
When
check.
you end up cleaning latrine. I can't roll lower than a 22. Roll a 22.
You said you wanted a day's rations, right?
Well, whenever we need it, can we just come and get a day's rations from you just for that day, please? Just to save us going through this whole rigmarole all over again.
He says, I will give you a day's rations now, then go ask him about this, to make sure you are not lying.
Alright, well, you will end up, if you end up on latrine duty, don't come blaming us, because, you know, I've tried to keep you from facing bad.
He says, I will give you a day's worth of rations if you stop talking to me. And he just throws like a bag of food to you.
Thank you so much. I will definitely make to mention you in a story.
He just growls. Alright, so you get your day's worth of rations for free.
Yeah.
Anyone else refusing to pay for their food? Or are you all, the rest of you have food you can eat?
I had my own food, so I take it off my cake sheet.
Right.
I want to try to persuade the tavern keep for maybe a little discount for the performance.
For your 4 silvers?
Yes.
Alright, so the orc there is cleaning up the bar area. What do you say to him?
Hey, Mr. Barkeep.
Hey, you guys are cheap.
I'm the one who spends like the most money in this game.
He built this character to only have to use his voice. Don't blame me for doing what I'm meant to do.
He says,
you
want food, 4 gold, food and drink. Or sorry, 4 silver, food and drink.
Well, I made a pretty good performance. You can give me a little discount for, up in the tavern and getting you a few more customers, right?
Give me a persuasion check. He says, no other tavern. Everyone comes here. 4 silver, food and drink. And he kind of puts his hand out. Irontide does not have multiple taverns.
Damn.
I am
And
cook.
he has the 4 silver.
Alright, you hand him the 4 silver. He says, mutton chop and ale, serve up front. And like, yeah, a few minutes later, they come out with a steaming mutton and some ale for you. He says, you come sing here more. You earn more silver.
Yeah.
But
I would love to come down here and tell my stories.
He says, maybe I give you a discount if you come here more. Maybe. He scratches his chin.
Oh, I would love that.
Alright, so
How does
yeah.
everyone feel here?
If I can, with
Feel?
the food I got from the quartermaster. Sorry.
I was thinking of something and then it blinked out. Ignore that.
Alright. What were you saying, Oliver?
I was like, if I can, with some of the food I've got, I'm gonna have some for me, and I'm gonna try and give some. I'm assuming the Iron Tide has slaves, right?
If they do, you're not sure where they keep them yet.
Okay,
You haven't
so
seen them just moving around the cave.
Okay, so that'll be one of the things I'm spying to learn, because I want to learn where they are to try and give them food / eventually help them escape.
And I think Damien also freed some of them, right? As part of the initial deal.
Yeah, this is what I was coming to talk to him about.
He freed the ones from Chaur anyway. Alright.
Oh, you want to go back to talk? Oh, God, let's go.
Alright, so it's still the 16th, I guess towards the end of the day. We'll say you guys finished your downtime, so it's about 10:30 in the evening now.
If you want to go talk to Walcott, I'll come with you if you want.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to him about that, about some of the free prisoners.
Alright, so yeah, at this point, Orcard would be, again, with a bunch of his generals talking. He welcomes you in.
I'll start off with, Lord Chief, I believe all that's left to be done is to take out those wyverns. I was hoping that perhaps you could release any warriors in your service.
He says, I've heard that you were able to make peace with the druids. What about the shadowy ruins? Have you looked into those yet?
We believe that they get dispersed by fire, but any magical light just gets instantly snuffed out.
He nods and says, well, that is good to know, but do you plan to go in there and see what dangers or treasures might be there? He says, those were the 3 things. The caves where I lost my men, which you've already looked into, and well done on that, but there was also that dark ruin that we dug up down below, and then the wyverns were the 3rd task.
Yes,
He says,
when we were... Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Says, that said, don't think the condition of the release of the prisoners was that you do all 3. I told you if you did one of the things and showed your loyalty, I would be willing to negotiate their release.
Oh, okay. Well, when we were exploring those caverns, I believe they connect to that ruins that you're speaking of. We encountered some weird creatures that were, I believe, overcome with those energies. And they seem to be powered by some leaking crystal that we were able to fix.
He says, wait, the druid caves connected to the other ruin?
I believe so. I do not know, because it's underground, that they could be totally separate things.
You're pretty sure they're separate things. Because the druid, or the ruin, is down over here, which is in the complete opposite direction from where you all went. Over
Then
here.
that's my bad.
Yeah, so that's like a totally different thing.
Then that is a complete misunderstanding on Damien's part.
He says, I mean, if they do connect and you've solved both problems, then that's great, but I believe they are two separate areas.
Oh, well, we can confirm that at a later date if they are separate.
He nods and says, that would be appreciated. Now, as for these prisoners we're releasing, how do you intend to get them back to Chaur? It is a 3-day journey.
Well, I was hoping we could purchase some provisions off you, perhaps at a discounted price to feed them on the way back.
Hang on one sec.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say perhaps we could provide us some provisions, or maybe sell them to us at a lower price, so we can get them back
Well,
safely.
we are limited on what we have for sale, but you're welcome to speak with my quartermaster. He can probably give you a fair price.
Right. We would have to escort them back ourselves, and all their prisoners, and I'm sure they'll talk about their experience. So once we leave, you might want to set up base at a different area.
Let's do a quick break. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Speaking of, would it be okay if I dipped? Or is he already gone?
I think he's gone already.
I think he's.
Damn it.
I think it's fine. We're nearing the end already, anyways, right?
Yeah.
I imagine so. Like, I think this is just going to be a lot of RP right now.
Yeah. And with what you guys are doing, it's probably going to take the rest of the time.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Dreya's kind of just enjoying a meal right now, so no rush.
Did you have to pay full price after all, or forgot?
I had to pay full price. However, the
Well,
barkeep did say if I keep performing, I'll get a discount.
the silver she earned paid for the meal, so.
Yeah, double for what I paid for. So I mean,
Oh, double. I thought you made 4 silver.
no, I made 8 silver.
Oh. That's good then.
Nice.
Yeah, I was saying, like, when you were doing, like, oh, we're going to go do some persuasion, I was like, you've got a person that can't roll below a 22.
Right.
Yeah, Oliver has specifically been designed to literally just talk and never pay for shit.
That's great. Did you take Bard as your first level class? Or exploration?
No, I did Warlock.
You did Warlock first?
It made no difference either way because they're both Wisdom and Charisma saves.
Hey, but you get to learn more instruments if you start with Bard first, I think.
Yeah, but he's never. Oliver isn't really a musician. Oliver
Oh,
is
he's more of a
more
composer?
he's more a
Oh my God.
storyteller. He's more the one who would go
Ah.
and. But my idea is this: he's going to use minor illusion to make the music.
Ah, that's great. So you don't have an instrument on you?
No.
I
Oh,
do.
wow.
I completely
Oh.
forgot about this fucking background ability. I have by popular demand, and as long as I perform every night, I get free lodging, food, and a comfortable place.
Oh, maybe you should
Use
leave
it.
it.
I
Yeah.
I should have. Yeah.
Get your 4 silver back.
I want my phone so back. I got this, bitch.
Hey, Quentin. Or Oliver.
What? You either
Uh,
works.
Yeah, sorry, I got used to hearing you in the other game.
It's alright.
Did the other guy leave, the Marcellinus guy? I haven't seen him in like
Yeah.
2 or 3 sessions. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, so Marcellinus left, Moonbiter left, Ophelia eventually leaves. Ophelia eventually leaves, and Jaren, who's recently left. But we
Oh.
get Patchwork, and eventually you'll meet Kuklu, which is Drea's suicidal Kenku.
I'm basically it's how I'm thinking of her is she's kind of just like a immature or mentally immature. Didn't necessarily have a childhood, so I mean, you know,
Yeah.
she's kind of dumb,
Like,
kind of dumb.
I have a very bad habit of picking up on one thing the character does, like the other people's characters, and making it like she had a drink once after a traumatic event, and I've turned her into an alcoholic. Like I keep saying she's
literally,
got a drinking problem.
literally bringing a bottle everywhere she goes with a flask is if for emergency.
Yeah, it's a drinking problem. Like, have you hit the bit where no one started undressing people to lower their AC?
No, what?
Yeah. Okay. So you might miss it because I think it's during the attack on Graves Camp. But Elise and Daranu sneak around the whole place after I scouted it as a fox. And she shapeshifts into uh orcs or no orcs or hobgoblins, and she pretends to we made like Brett Chad names, and she pretends to try and seduce them to get them to take their armor off to lower their AC, so it was easier to kill them.
I
Yeah,
wasn't
I think
there during
that
that
might
part.
be
That's
the next
amazing.
session. I think it might be the next one. Because right now you guys are searching for like some missing kids.
Missing kids, which one? Yeah, I know where you're at now. It's alright. I'm just like, where we? Oh yeah, I'm with you now. Yeah, no, Marcel has left. Uh, yeah,
Did
they were
Moonbiter leave
like I've
because Karen stabbed him again?
no Moonbiter left. Just Moonbiter, the player had to leave because of the situation. Like his situation changed. He couldn't play anymore. It was really
Okay.
annoying because that whole Captain Graves thing was his whole reason for turning, and he wanted to save him. So there ended up like his whole reason for saving him goes because he's not there for that fight. So me and Felia do some evil shit, and it causes the character to leave.
That's
And of course,
tragic.
it's just
All right, I'm
yeah,
back.
me and Felia were just like, it's really bad because we would have been great to roleplay that, but he's not here, and it's really weird roleplaying it with Raven when Raven's not been playing on the character.
Yeah, that's sad. That's so sad. Uh,
Yeah.
What's that?
I was telling him about how no one's seducing hobgoblins and orcs to lower their AC so they take their armor off.
Oh yeah.
That
Um,
sums up our party.
I am going to leave for now.
Oh. Well, do we want to just call it then? If we're only gonna have the two.
can we just finish this RP with?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Let's do this then. All right. So, what were you saying to him?
We were talking about the prisoners. He said that he only needed one. Oh yeah, we're like we'll need to escort these prisoners back, and well, they'll speak about their experience. Uh, I'm not sure they'll know their way here, but it might be a good idea to move when we do leave.
He
Well, they'll
says,
know their way
"Well,
here by knowing their way back. Sorry.
I'm not afraid of your town's defenses. If they're stupid enough to send soldiers, we'll make short work of them. I've had my people assess Chaur, and the only thing that saved them was that wall. Outside of a defensible position, the Iron Tide could easily destroy them."
Very well. I'm just
He
sharing my
says,
thoughts here.
"I'm not well. Give me. I'll say, give me a persuasion. DC 20.
This is the next day, right?
No, it's the same day.
Oh, then I have disadvantage.
Yeah, it's basically the evening. So he would say,
All
there's
commanding presence.
there's oh, okay, go ahead.
Commanding presence. It was the same day. I'm down to my last one after this. Oh, perfect. That's what I need.
He would say, I would rather not move my forces, as there's still treasure to be excavated from some of the ruins. If you're worried about them attacking us, then I don't think it's something that you should be worried about.
Very well, I'll stop worrying then.
He He says, just tell your people that you drove us off or something. He says, I don't think they have the resources to check into it. They're not going to send scouts. They've already had enough problems.
As he says that, Oliver's gonna go, fine, I'll lie for you.
Do you think there's something we could use as proof?
Proof of
I
what?
got someone's dead head.
Do you have any traitors that you wish dead?
He
Heck,
says,
you
well,
just give us somebody who's already been killed and just cut off their head.
you've already killed some of my troops already. He says, would your people need corpses to prove your story?
Probably not.
He says,
It's always better to have evidence.
But Graves would still be attacking the town. Wouldn't that be suspicious?
he says, I've already sent a letter to Graves to stop the attacks, as we agreed.
Then I believe our good liar here should have it handled when we get back.
He says, I've also recalled
I-
Graves and all my troops that are near there. So at this point, they should be on their way back. I don't think the town will have anything to worry about from us.
Yeah, no, if you stop attacking and I can weave a very good story, yeah, no, I think they'll be convinced.
He says, what of the artifacts? Do you know how you're going to retrieve them from Lord Blackwater and the elf?
We'll need to speak with the Blood and see if we can contract them to do it if they are indeed not working together. Because the one and only time we spoke with the leader, she seemed to have a disdain for Galen Blackwater.
He says, well, that would make two of us. I as well dislike Blackwater as he betrayed us.
You know what? I've been hearing a lot of bad things about this Blackwater fellow, like around town. He sounds a bit like a dick. Like, why don't we all just kill him?
He says, a fine idea. Again, though, the town has a gate, and a fortified position is harder to take. I did not think I would be sieging a town, so I did not bring any siege equipment with me from the Nazik. So getting through the gate while being pelted with arrows would be costly, even for my troops.
Well, about a week ago, I saw that he was getting ready to go on some expedition. Perhaps you can ambush him on the road.
Kill him then.
He
Good
says,
idea.
well, I'm assuming the expedition is what he hired us for, looking for the vault.
And this is the vault located in Nizik, right?
He nods.
How-
He says, though, so what would you suggest? That we lure him out with the items and attack his mercenaries on the road?
That's probably the best way. It saves Chaur, and you get the items afterward.
He says, or once I give you the dagger, you could turn against me and you'd have all three items.
You'll just have to trust us.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, this is the same day.
Can he get an advantage from me also chiming in?
Yeah,
What do you
like,
say?
Okay, so I'd be like, look, the fact of the matter is this. We've already proven to you that we're trustworthy because, well, they have. Because they've helped you. They've done everything you wanted. Like, they've done the things you've requested. Maybe not all of the things yet, but they already killed the people in your group that were attacking them. So in fairness, it was more self-defense.
Yep,
So
self-defense.
really, they've not done anything dodgy. So they've
Nothing.
proven themselves quite trustworthy because they wanted to talk to you as opposed to just trying to cut your head off.
I could have tried. Give me a persuasion.
Okay, give me a
That's
second.
Oliver, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you, Oliver.
He says, I suppose if you tried to betray me, I could attack you and Blackwater on the road anyway, and take all the items then.
Yeah, I mean, you'll know where we're going.
He says, very well. I'm sending Iara with you, though, just to keep an eye on things.
You know what? Even better, I'll do you one better, and I'll tell him how many mercenaries Galen has in his employ.
Are you deceiving, or are you actually telling him?
I'm actually telling him how many he has in his employ.
He says,
Last time I saw them.
Didn't think he had that many. Could be more challenging. Specialists are a lot harder to take than common soldiers. Well,
How many do they have?
Blackwater, last you checked, had about 30 people.
Oh, that's not too bad. Wait, how many does the Iron Tide have?
200.
Oh, you guys are organized. Do you have any cavalry?
He says, no, we don't have cavalry. We weren't expecting to fight other armies. I just have warriors with me. He says, cavalry is expensive. It's also hard to feed all the horses and everything. It's not something I'd take on an extended campaign like this. I thought we'd be digging and then maybe fighting in cities, which would be more ground troop combat. Because of Isaac.
Is it true that Nazek has wolf and warg tamers?
Says they do. The orc tribes especially are skilled with them. Says my people usually ride horseback or camelback depending on the area we're in.
Okay, that's very interesting. It's nice to learn about your culture. Perhaps once this is over, we could be friends.
So perhaps I could always use more allies in my missions to come.
Hey, well, just so you know, I'm probably the best marksman in this camp. No offense to your...
It's a bold claim. We have some fairly skilled archers, but I have heard that your abilities with the bow are impressive. He says, I'll keep that in mind. Again, having specialists is always preferable. Most of my men are soldiers. A few specialists we have are my warlords and myself.
Perhaps one day we can help train your archers and make them a formidable detachment.
Nods, perhaps. Well, if I were you, I would come up with a plan to deceive these slaves you're freeing. Because if they get wind of the fact that you're working with me, you could very well be thrown in irons once you're back in Chaur. I don't think they take lightly to you assisting me.
I'll handle it.
Attacks on one of your camps?
Oh, just have them locked in. Just have them get found somewhere. Or heck, we just turn around and say that we bought them from the Iron Tide.
Wait, I have an idea. Perhaps... Oh, wait, yeah, I like your idea too, Albert. But perhaps you could be transporting them. And like I said, we feign an attack on the transport. And they just act dead and we just free them.
My soldiers are not performers. I would suggest that if you're going to do a performance, you just sneak in during the night and unlock their cages. We can say that you knocked out a guard or something.
Believe me, I've tried watching their performers. It's terrible. They butchered every single song and story. It was horrific. Just say we bought them. It saves a lot of hassle and it doesn't overcomplicate things.
And he says, well, if your narrative is that you have driven us out, then buying the slaves from us wouldn't make much sense.
I mean, it would. We bought them to assess how many people, how much your forces were, where you were located, the people to target, and then we targeted after we freed all the slaves.
So you bought them from us, then attacked us? He says, I suppose that could work. Well, I'll leave it up to you. This is the more something you'll have to deal with than me, so whatever you want to say, I won't be involved anyway.
I mean, in fairness, it's not something we have to decide right now. I mean, we've got time to think about it. Talk to the others.
He says, of course, just let me know when you're headed back. Till then, the slaves will be kept and fed well, so you don't have to worry about them starving or anything.
Very well. We'll let you know when we do head back.
All right. So after that, the day would pass. We'll say it is
Hey,
now the
Damien,
17th.
Damien, what's the artifact you were talking about?
Did you see that dagger at his belt?
The really shiny, ornate one that looks horrifically gaudy? Yes.
That one.
It's not really shiny. It's more of like a curved elven blade.
Yeah, no, I saw it. It still looks hideous. Like, elves can design some things quite well, but if I'm honest, some daggers they're really bad at. So it's one of three.
Yes, and we believe Galen Blackwater has the other two.
Okay. And you think this elf woman has the third?
I'm not. No. I believe this elf woman acquired it for Galen, and I also believe that he betrayed her, and that's why she has to stay for him. Same as Okard.
Okay. But do you think Blackwater has one or two?
Damien goes back into his memory and tries to remember if Galen told him if he had both or just one. Because I remember he showed us one, but I don't remember which one it was.
Who, Orcard? Or,
Galen.
he has the ring.
Yes, the ring. Oh, so he doesn't have the amulet.
No. I don't think he
remember
told you anything about the amulet, did he?
If he did, it was way back in like session 6 or 7, maybe.
Yeah, I think he mentioned that he wanted you to get the dagger from Orcard, but he didn't say anything about the third piece.
Yeah, so that's what leads Damien to assume that he has it.
I think Orcard mentioned that. What did he tell you? I think he said the amulet was stolen from his people.
Oh wait, no, I think he said that they dug it up somewhere and sent it to him.
Yeah. Okay, so
Right?
then that was it then. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I remember now.
Alright, so potentially Blackwater's got two and is lying to you about one, but okay.
No, he
Alright.
has the ring and the amulet. He for sure has the ring, and unless the amulet was stolen, we believe he has the amulet, while Okard has the dagger.
And okay, and the elf woman's just a third party that's involved.
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Why? How did? Okay, right. What's this thing with Galen Blackwater? Like, are you wanting to be friends? Do you want to kill him?
Is Iara still
What?
here?
You could say you're in the camp. Iara doesn't have to be around if you don't want her to be.
Alright, yeah, I just want just me and Oliver.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so the truth is, Galen is my cousin. But the other truth is, he did break the peace between Turian Empire and the Nazic, endangered all of Chaur. Now, I'm one to say that if you kill, be prepared to be killed.
Right.
So, I mean, I'd prefer not to, but if it ends that way, it ends that way.
Yeah, but okay, fine. But he's your cousin. Like,
Be
I'm all
betrayed
for
people.
yeah. Look, here's the thing. It's easy to stand there saying that now, with your cousin safely in a house in the middle of a town, is safe. But when you're about to watch your cousin get killed, it's not a thing you will be able to do knowing you've had a hand in it. So don't go around thinking that it's alright for him to die, because you will beat yourself up for that. You need to be 100% committed and sure that this is something you want before you agree to that road.
Damien thinks back to what he learned in political school. How are traitors treated in the Teruvian?
It depends on who they betrayed.
Yeah, or like, he basically broke the peace between Teruvia and the Nazic. And it caused like all this, right? So if this were to be made public, how would
here's the thing.
the council take to it?
You say he broke the truce, but in fairness, all he did was hire a warband from a neighboring nation. It's not like he turned around and declared war on the actual empire. He hired a group of people and betrayed them. It's not nations versus nations. This is, for lack of better term, a private company or a private group agreeing to something and then getting betrayed. It's not the Nazic. It's just a company.
Yeah, well, if we think about it, the Nazic is nothing but just scattered warlords.
Yes, so don't worry about it, because the fact of the matter is they won't give a shit.
That's fair.
I mean, if there are a bunch of warlords who are all vying for power, the Iron Tide getting taken advantage of by, let's be completely honest, a group of people they think are inferior, doesn't bode well, and isn't something they're going to want to be made public either.
In the end, we could just steal the items off him.
No, I'm 100% for stealing items, but here's the thing. I think you need to be 100% committed to betraying your family before you go doing this, because let's be completely honest, if you steal from Blackwater, if you go against what he wants, you're betraying your family, and you're as much a traitor then as he is.
That's fair.
So the treatment you want to give him, your family will want to give you. So how is that any different?
Yeah, you got a good point. You're right, it is easier to say that now. When it comes down to the dirty, I'm not sure if I could do it.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Let's say, for instance, we do this ambush, and we ambush Blackwater and his mercenaries, we kill them all. Blackwater manages to stay alive, and he's taken prisoner. Are you A, going to be able to stand by and watch him be taken prisoner and potentially taken as a slave by the Iron Tide to the Nazic Empire? Or are you B, going to be okay watching him get publicly executed for betraying him? And you've got to stand there and watch him get executed.
Well, we could just take the dagger and run. And he hands it to us.
Okay, but then you're betraying people, you're being a traitor, which is the thing you've moaned about him, saying he's evil for doing it. He's bad for doing it.
Yeah, but I'm not betraying my own.
And he should die for doing it.
Yeah, but this is not my people. These are Nazic Empire.
No, but you gave them your word. What's the difference? What's the difference from giving them your word to being born into them?
Well, we could go with an alternative, and whatever we get from opening the thing, we just hand to Iron Tide like originally planned.
Okay.
That way, everybody wins.
There's never everybody wins. Nobody ever always wins, because someone always loses. It's a fact.
That's true.
The fact of the matter is, you need to decide what group of people you want to be with, and know that the other group, or the other groups, are going to call you a traitor and betrayer, and probably just go for your head. So it's kind of a, which is the best case, which is the best bed to lie in? And are you comfortable with killing your own family and knowing that when you do this, you don't get to go back home? You don't get to talk to anyone. You have to cut that all out, because If they find out, which trust me they will, eventually, you're then the next target. You're then the one who's next going to be killed.
There's definitely a lot of things to think about, and whether this is the correct route to go down. You could always try and go the legal route, I guess, and ask for guidance from my family and let them know, hey, Galen did this and he wants to do this and that. What should I do?
Okay, but then how likely are they to believe you?
Well,
The
he
other
is
thing
the
is
black
proving
sheep
it.
of the family.
That doesn't mean that you can prove it. That just
And
means
he
that
is known
he's
to
used.
go on these expeditions and hiring mercenaries when he does. That probably
If
wouldn't be
you
too
want to,
hard.
if you want to stay in touch with your family and stay on the right side of your nation, doing the legal route is the best way to go. The problem you've got is you've got to get ahead of your cousin. You can't let your cousin know what you're planning, otherwise he will try and get ahead of you. You have to do it first.
This is why
You can't let
I
him
need a
know
man
you're
like
coming for
you,
him.
Oliver.
I'm not going to kill him. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got a
No,
talented
not
tongue.
kill him, to help with guidance.
Oh, right. No, look, the fact of the matter is this. If you're going to go for his head, and you're doing it legally with your family's backing, you can't let him know you're coming for him. He cannot believe it. You have to come at him from not where he can see you. And you have to come at him from both sides at once.
Take that into consideration. I have to send someone trustworthy back towards my family. Like Shock. Maybe Shock could do it.
Someone they'd believe as well. Someone who can convince them. And look, Shock's a lovable sellsword. But let's be completely honest. Shock talking to a noble family. I'm guessing you're a noble family. I'm not 100% certain. I'm not up to date on noble families in the Teruvian Empire. Sorry. But I don't know how well Shock would be received by a noble family of certain status.
Perhaps you can convince Galen to keep his end of the deal.
I think if you want to talk to your family, it's one of those things we're gonna have to go. The group is gonna have to go to talk to them. It's not something you can send a messenger for. Because there's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of things that you wouldn't know how to link them unless you've learnt it. And it's hard to explain it to people, especially if you're explaining it to someone who's got to travel back and then explain it. It's like like Elven Whispers. Have you ever played that game?
I have not.
Okay, so basically the game works like this. And I basically explain Chinese Whispers. And then like you say one thing, and then by the time it reaches the end, it's a completely different sentence because it's been distorted by
Telephone.
Telephone, yeah. This
Yeah.
is the world's version of telephone.
Yeah, Elven Whispers. It's been distorted by 1,000 different people's interpretations, memories, what they thought they heard, their interpretation of what it is, people using other words, other sentences. Like, something this important, this big, this impactful on a family like yours isn't something you can leave to a messenger. It's something you'd have to speak to someone. Maybe you could ask someone to come to a close town to meet with. Save you traveling so far, but I think it's something you'd have to talk to someone about. And without your cousin knowing.
I appreciate your guidance, Oliver. I think it is a good idea. I will speak with the group in the morning and ask if they're willing to travel with me.
It technically is the morning when you guys are talking because we passed the night. But Shock would kind of walk over at this point and he says, "Oh, there you two are. What's going on? I heard some talking back here."
I guess
I'm telling Damien.
We'll pull him in.
I'm telling. Go on.
Yeah, we'll fill Shock into what we were talking about.
Okay.
He would say,
and ask how he feels about it.
Well, I'm a paler fearing Empire citizen, so my advice would be to honor the factions of the Empire. Though these Iron Tides seem like good soldiers. I don't know. Honestly, I'd be torn.
Yeah, these seem like good soldiers. It's hard to remember that they were about 3 days ago killing innocent farmers and enslaving women and children. Hmm.
He says, "Well, I don't agree with slavery, but the Nazic Empire has its ways, and war causes death. There's nothing that can be done. I've killed in wars.
Oh, that's true.
I try to avoid killing anyone who's not a soldier, but even that, sometimes it can be hard to tell in the heat of battle when people are coming at you with pitchforks. I don't know.
That's true. When you're fending for your life, anything goes, I guess.
He says it's why I choose or try my best to avoid combat, but it's a necessity of what we do. So I don't know if I'm the right person to answer this for you, Damien, but I will back whatever you choose, as I owe you as a friend and ally.
The only right person to answer this for Damien is Damien in the future, but unfortunately none of us can bring him here.
So you should probably get the rest of the group together and see what their opinions are. I'm sure they all have different insights they could lend you.
I'll speak with them when they awake.
He nods. Alright, so I guess we can end here. Unfortunately, we only have 2 of you, so there's no way we can really do MVP. I'm just going to roll for it. Hopefully, whoever wins it is watching the stream. I'll roll for the 4 of you, because I think Rogrick left kind of early.
So what are Oliver's view on the Iron Tide? And then what's Dan's view? I think you said your name was?
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying not to let my other character's opinions blur because there is a bit of just like. So I'm like, okay, fine. Oliver, right. Oliver doesn't really care about the fact that the Iron Tide and mercenaries are a sellsword. That like Oliver's fine with it.
Okay.
The thing Oliver's not okay with is the slavery. That's the thing
We
he's
should
not
just
okay.
free
Like,
things, right?
yeah, once they're freed, he's good. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a bit of him that's a bit iffy on the whole, warriors attacking farmers, killing farmers, and being like, "We're here for glory." You're really like, what threat were they to you? But
Speaking with the Iron Tide, most of them don't like that either.
yeah, but that's the thing. That's the part of me that's just like, okay, yeah, no. Especially when you get them when they're just like, "You're not honorable. You've killed women and children. Shut up, bitch."
Right.
Like, yeah, no. That's Oliver's a bit like that. Oliver's like, I can go like if you kill women and children, I don't care. Like if you're someone who's like, yeah, kill me. I'm not telling you anything. Fine, cool, great. Don't then start turning around and going, oh, for honor's sake, let me go. Just like kill me honorably.
Yeah.
No. That's Oliver's thing. He's like, it's the hypocritical thing that he doesn't like, and the slavery. My opinion, like me as the player, I think it's the typical thing of warrior cultures. They have honor, which is great. The problem is the honor's very subjective. Like they're all about, we treat our slaves well. Great, cool. They're still slaves,
Yeah.
It's not like they're sleeping in a bed, getting 4 meals a day. If they're ill, they get dead. No, these are people who are worked to death. They're fed well-ish. But these are still people that are going to be bought and sold. You're going to break families up, break units. It's that, it's that thing of, but I'm also aware of the Blood Hand, which, as a group, any thieving guild has good bits and bad bits too.
Yeah.
They're the people you go to when you can't get things legitimately, like medicines or food during wars, but they're also the people you go to for assassinations. They're one of those murky bits every world has. And I'd probably say, like, my personal opinion is nobles in general I would always assume are a dick.
Alright, so
Just because
Damien,
the-
really quick, you are the MVP.
Oh,
You
yay.
gain inspiration.
Yeah, bro, I treat my servants like garbage back at home. No, I'm just kidding.
That's cool. No, that's the thing for me. Like, in it is like noble people generally, especially noble people who see
The
people below
egotistical
them.
ones, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, see people below them as lesser, and they're better just because of who they are. Like, I was born better. Nah, bitch, you were just born. Like, you weren't. You were just lucky to be born to who you're born to. It's not like a thing. So shut up. You know, that's what